All right, peace. I didn't even know it was on. All right, peace, man. What's happening, folks? Hey, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe. Most importantly, man, just pay attention. Just pay attention. I appreciate, all the kind words, all the support that I've been getting, you know, good and bad, to be honest with you. Obviously, I appreciate the positive ones a little more, but I appreciate people who, it's like if whatever they asking me, if it's a valid question, I appreciate answering it. If it's something that's, they're not just trying to, it's not out of ignorance and they're not just trying to piss me off. If they're genuinely asking me a question, um, not only will I answer it, but it's like I'll research, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I appreciate that. I like the bill, even though sometimes I'm at opposite sides with those people. I'm never gonna be like I'm cool with my enemy. Like that will never happen. So, but my point is that a lot of times when people do that, I think it's because they're undecided in regards to what they actually think. I think a lot of people will act like they're on one side, but they actually don't know what the fuck to think. They don't know what to think because they've been told how to think so goddamn long. So, like I said, I appreciate the ones who think they know, but in all essence don't know, and they are still trying to figure it all out. I'm not saying I know it. I just know I'm on the. I know what side I'm on. Just a lot of people don't even understand what side they're on. So you have to understand what side you're on to maintain a moral, um, a moral compass, right, and a perception, and a direction. You have to be at a stance to do that, and at a certain place, right? You're either on this side or you're either on this side. Either way, you're gonna be standing one way or another and looking a certain way. So some people they'll walk over here and walk over here, walk over here. They don't know what to think because they don't know how to think for themselves. Because it's hard to think for yourself. It's hard to push away everyone else's opinion. You know, just watching, not watching TV is pushing away the whole world's opinion. People don't understand that when you watch TV, it's all it is. From the moment you turn it on to the moment you turn it off is it's something or someone wanting to pull you one way or another. That's all it is. There's not one time in TV, from a commercial to a sitcom to you name it, anything that come on that goddamn television, it's wanting to pull you one way or another. It wants you to either buy something, invest. It wants you to emotionally invest in something, which is pulling your direction away from reality. Hence why people binge watch, right? They like watching shit for long periods of time because you get to escape reality. Hence why people like role playing games because you are in a role in virtual reality. So, we have to understand that these things are happening. But, like I said, after understanding them, then you can pick a side because you can never be in the middle and you can never be on both sides. So, with that being said, this video was about the Kardashian Kanye West fucking circus. To be honest with you, I don't even like talking about this shit, but the only reason why I'm talking about it is because it has a lot to do with the things that I talk about. Specifically, this one in regards to white supremacy and white privilege, and just how blatant this president is making that he doesn't give a fuck really about what the situation is. All he gives a fuck about is who the situation is. So, sipping on that ginger tea, man, good for you. Anyway, with that being said, I want to take it back to the basics. Like let's start. And by the way, I forgot the lady who sent the message, but she said that she likes watching or likes listening to my to my little things right here. She likes listening to them when she's driving. So that's real dope, and that's why I figured it's like a lot of the information I can it's like I will put it where I can read it to you, or y'all can read it yourselves. But I'll pull the page up and I'll read it So if you are doing something, you can just throw in your headphones or whatever it is. If you're working out, running, whatever, or just in a car, you in a truck, whatever, you mowing. All you gotta do is just throw in your headphones, and you can hear what I'm talking about. So obviously here and there I'll show pictures, but you can always look at those later or pause and look at them, whatever. But my point is, a lot of times I didn't even think about that people would be doing something else while listening, because I do that too. So, you know, I'm gonna be more mindful of you, and especially the folks, like I said, who do that. So I will read as best that I can when I see it, and I will keep the flow and keep it at a sequence for y'all as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate that. She says she loves listening to me when she's in the car, when she's driving. So that's dope. Anyway, so I want us to take it back to the basics, though. I want us to take it back to the basics. So, look, Kanye, lately we've been hearing about him because of what he said about slavery being a choice and all the crazy shit. I'm going to address that. But the main thing I want to talk about specifically is how Kim Kardashian was able to pardon this 63-year-old Miss Johnson out of a life sentence for drug trafficking. How Kim Kardashian, you know what I'm saying, like the chick who got famous for fucking Ray J, and then got famous for the TV show, was able to pull out this lady out of prison. How Kim Kardashian, who was fucking Ray J, surpasses Jesse Jacksons, the L Sharptons, NAACPs, you name it. Fucks Ray J, got the Kardashian show. Now she fucking Kanye, and she released this man out of jail. So, all it does to me is let you know what the obvious thing is that this is just white supremacy at its finest, flexing its muscle, letting everybody know that it ain't about who the fuck you are, or it ain't about who you are, or what you are, it's who you are. In regards to that lady's situation only being heard when Kim Kardashian speaks. But if any other minority groups had spoken, which I'm sure they have, which is probably why Kim Kardashian even heard about it, there was nothing. Those fucking crickets. But Kim Kardashian, who's not only who's not a politician, who's got nothing to do with prison reform, let alone exonerating or looking into incarcerated people, I don't know where she pop up, and now shit's moving around. And then Kanye, a month or two before that, is talking about slavery was a choice, and on TMZ acting a fucking idiot. And then now, like a month or two later, this shit happened. So Kanye come out saying slavery is a choice, black people, and wearing a "Make America Great," whatever, make that whatever Trump's fucking slogan, wearing a hat that says that shit. And then a month or two later, his wife gets a woman out of jail, out of prison. Like, am I the only one that is seeing that kind of just basic sequence of events that just took place? Kanye was acting a fucking idiot, like he always does. But he does music, blah, blah, blah. But the most idiotic thing he could ever say in regards to saying slavery was a choice. That shit was made a month or two ago. Now, fast forward a month or two later, his wife, not Kanye, his wife, gets a woman exonerated out of a prison sentence. And a dark woman at that. A dark-skinned woman at that. That doesn't strike y'all as odd, as weird? That the dark-skinned husband rescinds his past with dark-skinned people by saying that it was a choice to be in the shit worldwide that we were in. And then conveniently, a month later or 2 months later, his wife helps a dark-skinned lady get out of prison? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I do understand it. I don't understand why the rest of the world doesn't put all these little things together. I mean, it's ain't nothing crazy about it. Like, there's nothing. Trust me, there's nothing brilliant about that. What I don't understand is the fact that, I mean, I don't understand how we can ignore the fact that this lady's been sitting in prison, but then when Kim Kardashian, some white lady, when she talks, cell doors are open. Then how the fuck did Kim Kardashian even find out about this? Because I'm sure this problem has been brought to the government and all levels of it, and it was ignored. But when it got to Kim Kardashian took it to Jared Kushner, and then Jared Kushner proposed it to Donald Trump. Speaking of Kushner, just a little side note. There's another one that's just gonna kind of throw you for a loop. Kushner. The preface of Kushner is Kush, right? Okay, so now Kush, correct me if I'm wrong, derives from the kingdom of Kushite, the kingdom of Kush. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but the kingdom of Kushite, the kingdom of Kush, was not in Africa, Central Africa, being specific. How the fuck does a white dude have a name Jared Kushner and have a name of Kush, the place of Africa, in his name? And I know he's a Jew. That's what I'm saying. He claims he's a Jew. But how the fuck is that? How does some white dude... That's like me having German in my name somewhere. That's like me having goddamn France in my name somewhere. How the fuck does some white dude have Kush in his name? And Kush is from Africa. It's in Africa. How the fuck he got his... I wonder, folks. I wonder. Y'all think about that one. Back to the point, though. Y'all really think about that one. Y'all really think about that one. Anyway, so Kushner got it to the president. And now this lady's out, which is cool. But for me, I'm going, that's not the point. The point is not just to get that lady out. You know how many more people that are suffering that are just being ignored just because goddamn Kim Kardashian didn't bring it to fucking Trump's table? That's the shit that pissed me off, is that this man is adamant on letting you know and letting everybody else know too that he doesn't, not only does he not know, he doesn't care. It's about who you are. He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit about black people, dark-skinned people. He don't give a shit about Mexican people. He doesn't give a shit about women's rights. He don't give a shit about none of that. All he gives a fuck about is, can you bring him more followers, right? More fucking voters. The only reason why he let Kim Kardashian in is because Kim Kardashian has a hellacious following of white people. There's a lot of white people's kids that follow Kim Kardashian. That's the only reason why Trump did that. Trump will let some little dark-skinned lady go free for that. He looking at it going, we'll let one go. They're all still sitting in fucking jail. We'll let one go. Sure. But then it also had to take dumbass Kanye to give his card, give his his African hood pass back, his Chicago pass. He had to get that shit out. He had to revoke it. He had to revoke it. Because, like I said, it's just too coincidental that he comes out talking crazy in regards to, look, this was the man that was saying George Bush doesn't give a fuck about black people. And now someone that's worse than Bush, he says is okay. And then a month or two later, his wife gets some lady out of prison. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? That's when you know, that's when you know we're in trouble, y'all. That's when you know we're in trouble. When this backwards ass contradicting type shit happened. That's when you know we're in trouble. And then it's happened in public, in front of everybody, world fucking wide. When I knew this shit was crazy is when this president said I could shoot somebody and wouldn't go to jail. When he said that, I said, "Oh no, it's a wrap." I said it's a wrap. No president is supposed to talk like that. Even if you felt like that inside, you don't think Brad Pitt feels like that. You don't think Brad Pitt is like, shit, I could honestly kill somebody and nobody send me to jail because everybody's watching my movies. Everybody. You don't think Brad Pitt feels like that? Do you hear him fucking talking like that? No. But you hear the president, this guy that y'all voted in. You hear him talking like that. When I heard that, is when I knew that not only does he understand the power that he has, but he's swimming in it. He was bathing in it. That motherfucker was doing backstrokes in the power and bragging, saying, I could kill somebody right here in front of y'all, and there ain't shit gonna happen. That's who you want your kids to look up to, right? That's a man, right? Who talks like that. Yeah. That's what we want the face of this country to be. Alright. Well, with that being said, let's move on to the fucking fiasco. And speaking of fiasco, shout out to Lupe. I saw a cool ass video that he did about the industry and how they control and then he was giving suggestions. If you are an artist, how you fight back, how you do things independent. He said it's a dark world, but it's your world. You know what I'm saying? And that was dope. So either way, yeah, y'all look out for that. So I want to start in the beginning. When we look at someone like Kim Kardashian, what is she? Right? Why is everyone looking up to her? Well, she's pretty, right? She's got a big ass, like African women, right? Which is now is a cool thing. She's got big lips like African women, which is now a cool thing, right? And then most importantly, she went and got those things surgically put on. She didn't look like that. She knew that the dark-skinned dudes love big asses and big lips, and then so she went and got that shit done. And then had a sex tape with Ray J, dark-skinned man. Bitch blew up. Fast forward, she's got sisters who are doing the same thing now, and now half the world want to be them. So when I say half the world want to be them, we're going, why? Right? It's because now they're put at a stature of idolatry, right? Which is past admiration. It's past infatuation. When you look at someone as an idol, it is something that is worship. Because most of the time, what's an idol is what you want to emulate and you want to be. Literally be. So if you idolize something, most of the time you want to be damn near close. Not even damn near, you want to be it. You like, man, if I could be exactly it, I could, but I know I can't, so I'm going to do everything I can just to be as close as I can. But you want to be it. When people say I idolize Michael Jackson, what they go do? They go dance just like Michael, or try to. They try their best. The Ushers, the Justin Timberlakes, who wish they were goddamn dark skinned. So when you idolize something, that's why it's so dangerous to idolize. That's why it's so dangerous to idolize anything. That's why it's dangerous to idolize anything. And if you do idolize something, it has to be something super positive. Because if it has an ounce of evil or negativity, then guess what you're going to fucking emulate, you idiot? You're going to emulate the same shit. So if you idolize someone like this president, you're going to treat women the same way. You're going to be racist and hate other races of people. You're going to use people just for money. You're going to be ugly and fat and unhealthy as fuck. And you're probably not going to live that long because of your health. But with that being said, if you idolize Arnold Schwarzenegger, most people idolize 50 Cent. They're buff right now. Motherfuckers just swell up, right? So my point is most of the time when you idolize something, you want to be it. You strive to emulate it. Emulate. Yeah, motherfucker. Anyway, so let's look up idol. What is the definition of idol? So, it is an image or representation of a god used as an object of worship. Okay? It is an image or representation of a god used as an object of worship. Okay? A person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered. A person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered. But see, like I said, there's a difference. There's a difference. You see, that's why, if you think about it too, society and the ones that deem it possible are the ones that kind of, massage the word. You used to say, like growing up, the word idol was a big word. Like people say, oh, that's my idol, right? And then, they started going, it's like your fan idol. And then now they call them celebrities. You see what I'm saying? They had to massage this. They're like, idol, that shit don't sound right. That shit sound a little too raw. Let's go to celebrity. Celebrities, that's a new fucking word. The motherfuckers want to say celebrities 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years ago. They want to say celebrities. Celebrities is a new ass word. But my point is that to say that a person, a thing that's greatly admired, loved, or revered, is saying this. But saying it in such a neat and clean way. But we have to understand, like I just gave you the examples of when idolizing something is because this is how much it means to you. It's your representation of God. That's why idolatry is so dangerous. It's because anything that you hold at that standard is a twisted and diluted representation of what you see as a God. So then they go, a person or thing that is greatly admired, loved. A person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered in the secondary definition. Which, like I said, all they're doing is the same way that we say celebrity now is the same way that they're saying an idol is a person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered. Because, like I said, it's past. If I look up admired, I guarantee they ain't gonna say some weird shit like ideology. Where not idea, but idolatry. It's not gonna talk about fetishes and statues. You can admire something and not want to be it. You could love something or someone and not want to be it. You could revere something or someone and not want to be it. But then movie idol Robert Redford, motherfuckers wanted to be him. That motherfucker, they looked at him as an icon. Some people look at him as the best actor in the world, representation of the acting god that they fucking, they admire, they love the most, they idolize. So idolizing is not conducive to the perception, to the general perception. Like I said, the only thing you can do is just be your best you instead of admiring any other person or even thing. Straight up. Like I can't even, like, for real, like I love my daddy, but I don't want to be like him. I want to be me. I love him. I love him just the way he is. So why would I need to be like him? There's already him here. I don't need to be. I know I definitely act like him, but I'm definitely me, and I like that fact more than anything. And so my point being is this: at one point in time, I used to want to be like Pac. I used to idolize Pac, and then when I think about it, uh, in retrospect, I started trying to act and look and feel like him too because I liked him so much. I idolized. Like I liked him so. I said, man, this motherfucker's a shit. He's a shit, right? So my point is that a lot of times, what you idolize, you want to turn into. So it's dangerous to fucking idolize anything. It's dangerous to consider anything a celebrity. One of the synonyms of greatly admiring somebody and representing them as your fucking god is that you turn them into a celebrity and then this happens. They are your representation of a god. Why? It's because you want to start looking like them. Y'all know how many fucking Kim Kardashian lookalikes there are out here. So there's a thing called the Kardashian effect. Didn't even know it existed. So the crazy thing about it is that they not only, obviously, y'all know they dominate the news. They're everything of what's hot in celebrity culture. What made them famous, most importantly, was that Brazilian butt lift. But most importantly was all the playing that they were doing with their faces and their bodies, with the with the surgeries. That's really what the problem was. Well, obviously it wasn't a problem for them, but that's really what made them famous. So what is the Kardashian effect? The Kardashian effect is an unofficial term for the rise in the number of young people seeking non-invasive plastic surgery treatments, especially in America. The American Society of Plastic Surgeons has noticed an increase in the number of people under the age of 30 spending money on fillers such as Juvederm and Botox. So, real quick, let me see y'all real quick. Like I just said, when you idolize something, you want to start looking like it. These kids are idolizing Kim Kardashian. Now they want to start looking like her. Like I said, these things are dangerous. But see, what's fucked up is now the mothers out here trying to do the same thing. So we ain't even got real ass mothers out here to tell these kids quit acting a fucking donkey. It's because the moms out here trying to get the same shit done. They're playing on their Instagrams trying to look cool like they're fucking kids trying to get likes and shit like that. It's crazy. Now, I know there's mothers out there with sense, don't get me wrong. I know y'all are out there. Shout out to y'all. Queens. Straight up. But at the end of the day, folks, we can't sit here and act like our kids shooting themselves up with Botoxes in their face at 15, 16, having butt lifts at fucking 17, 16, goddamn years old is normal. That shit ain't normal. And then, on top of that, having that type of person have so much power and pull, well, now she can go talk to this weird racist-ass president and get people out of jail? Like, and nobody has a problem just because that lady got out of jail? Like, fuck that. You know how many people that are still in jail? And why the fuck is this lady swinging around all this power anyway? That's what the fuck we need to be talking about. It's the fact that why the fuck does it take some white lady who shoots Botox up her ass, her titties, her face to let our people out of jail? Why can't our people let our own fucking people out of jail? That's my fucking problem. There has been a 40% increase in the number of non-invasive procedures performed on 20 to 29-year-olds since 2010. In America, 2015, 170,000 of these non-invasive procedures were performed. Some cosmetic surgeons believe this rise is a direct result of the increasing popularity of the Medi spas where young people can undergo standard relaxation treatments such as mud baths, have beauty treatments such as eyebrow threading, and also have Botox as part of the package. While the rise of these spas definitely feeds into the trend, I don't think it's where the problem starts. Rather, it comes from the look-driven nature of social media. The Kardashians are well known for flaunting their beauty on Instagram, but what many young people don't realize is that these pictures have been heavily influenced and edited with Photoshop, as well as Instagrams. Yo, real shit. Like, I'm sorry, I had to stop there. Like, y'all running around here cutting yourselves open, and they're on Photoshop. They've got the same cellulite. Y'all got the same shit. They got the same roles. But then they put their shit in a computer and they cut them out while you running around here thinking these people are walking around looking like fucking Coke bottles, and they're not. And in real life, they look just like y'all. Oh my God, man. I swear. Do y'all know how many people... Yo, Kanye's mother died on some plastic surgery shit, bro. Kanye's, rest in peace, she died on some plastic surgery. She was out of the country too. And so, what I don't understand is that we see that these people are not creating a good influence on our kids, are not creating a good influence on our society, but yet they can do what they want, including let people out of jail and we can't even do that. And we can't even do that. Did Ray J pop like she did? No. Can Ray J sing? Yup. Can Kim Kardashian sing? No. Has Ray J been in movies? Can he act? Yup. Can Kim Kardashian act? No. What the fuck this bitch do? Nothing. What does Ray J do? A whole lot of shit. Were they both in the same sex tape? Yup. Who blew up? Kim Kardashian. White supremacy at its finest. At its finest. At its finest. The same people who are letting Kim Kardashian walk into White House and talk to President Trump and letting dark-skinned woman out of jail when Jesse Jackson couldn't do it, or Al Sharpton couldn't do it, or NAACP couldn't do it, are the same fucking people that got Michael Jordan owning 49% of the fucking NBA or of a basketball team, of the Charlotte Bobcats, and can not one of y'all, even LeBron James, even fucking own the team either. Those are the same people who are doing it. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying, is that there is... It's not even there is. Now it's back to the blatancy. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of you ignorant ass people out there who don't see it, you will one day. You should be seeing it now. This is the perfect example. Kim Kardashian ain't got shit to do with our community. The only thing she has to do with our community is that bitch has been sucking it dry and fucking dark-skinned dudes, and that's how the bitch got on. That's the only thing she has to do with our community, is that she's been fucking... She knows that we like big asses, so the bitch went and bought a fake ass. Threw some shit in there, bought a fake ass, right? And then had a sex tape with Ray J, who was popping. She got famous. Had a show, running around fucking dark-skinned dudes all over the goddamn place. Make a long story short, now she got all these other little kids running around here trying to get big asses and fuck dark-skinned dudes for fun. And she could get somebody out of jail quicker than a Al Sharpton, a Jesse Jackson, a fucking, even a Jesse Williams, you name it. Even a Don Lemon. Yo, we got a problem. I'm laughing, but ain't shit funny, honestly. Maybe that's a little bit of insanity that this shit creates, is that you can't help but laugh when you're going, there's no way everyone doesn't see this. It's just that the fact that they're on a different side than you. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that see it with you, the ones obviously that you chop it up with and you confide in. But for the most part, man, most folks, they know it. They just don't give a fuck. They don't see that. They don't see that I'm going, how the fuck does this bitch... Yes, I'm calling her bitch. I don't give a fuck about no Kim. I don't respect Kim Kardashian. I don't respect anything they fucking do. Just because you get money doesn't mean shit, people. Just because you get money does not mean that you are successful and a good fucking person. You, you can be a piece of shit. Listen, the motherfuckers who sell cigarettes, who the CEOs of cigarettes are getting billions and millions of dollars. You know how many people are dying because of them? You know how many people are dying because of them? The lawmakers who signed that shit in are living fine and are protected. You know how many people die because of these people? And you could consider them successful. But in my eyes, like I said, they are death dealers. That ain't success to me. For money, people are dying in surgeries, and kids are modifying their natural bodies to try to look like you, and you knowing that you are a fucking Photoshop, a walking Photoshop, and you make money off of that. You are not a good fucking person. There's nothing pure about you. You could be rich as shit. You can have all the money in the world. Good luck trying to fit all that money in your fucking casket. Good luck. Good luck. Take that shit with you too. If you can transfer your shit to the dead, man, do it. But it ain't shit to me. You ain't shit. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, I don't give a fuck what. Man. I'm just trying not to yell because I don't want to blow up on nobody. I'm trying to keep my calm here. I don't understand why these people are respected. Well, I do understand why they're respected. It's just I don't understand why we don't see through the bullshit, is my point. So, now these motherfuckers got, knowing damn well that their pictures are heavily influenced and edited with Photoshop as well as Instagram filtering tools. That's not to say that these people aren't beautiful, but rather they're not beautiful. They went and got work done. If you're beautiful, you come out looking beautiful. You can't go do some shit and then you call yourself beautiful. You just went and did some shit. But rather, it would be impossible for me to replicate these photos with plastic surgery because they're so heavily doctored. However, this strive for perfection is definitely a symptom of a culture which gives the illusion of exposing all, and that is a culture that Generation Y has grown up in, hence the Kardashian effect. You see, a lot of times too, in regards to like the hip hop game too, a lot of times these young cats will go, you older dudes, y'all just mad because, hip hop's changing. Y'all are old, y'all are washed up, blah, 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 blah. Y'all mad shit ain't lyrical no more. It's about the beats. And that's what I'm saying. What people don't understand is that it's the same shit that is going on here with these Kardashians and this influence that they have. Is that anything that you subscribe to, it has to hold a certain level of essence. It has to hold a certain level of like work, right? A certain level of respect. It's like your mother, your father. The respect level for them, for the most part, stays at a certain high, right? It will waver sometimes. Like when you get mad at them, it'll drop because you don't respect them. Or sometimes it'll even go up more. You like for example, for me, I've never put my hands on either one of my parents. Anytime we've even, they've hit me, I've never hit them back, ever. So my respect level for my parents always stayed up here. My point is that the respect level for hip-hop has not stayed up here. Because when it comes to hip-hop, the point of hip-hop is not only to have fun, but most importantly, is to educate, is to uplift, right? That's the main thing about fucking hip-hop, is to not only have fun, but it's to educate and uplift, right? The main thing about hip-hop was to educate, entertain, and uplift. Yes, have fucking fun. Yes, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Do whatever, whatever the fuck. But when I say educate, I'm saying in your rhymes and your music, you're not doing or saying the most simple. This is why not everyone can fucking rap. It's because not everyone can goddamn rap. Right now, in this era of hip-hop, everyone can rap. That ain't respecting the culture. That's my point, is that right now, in hip-hop, in the era we're in hip hop, everyone can fucking rap because it's so simplistic. That's not the point of hip hop. You can't, not just anyone can jump on a skateboard. They're not making 8-wheel skateboards for fucking dummies, right? And letting them jump on the skate parks, right? You got to learn how to do that shit, and then they'll respect you. That's the same shit with hip hop. You got to learn hip hop, and we will respect you. You can't come in there talking stupid shit, acting like you goddamn retarded. You 50 Tyson. You sing, yo. Too many of y'all are rapping 50 Tyson type bars. Y'all rapping 50. It's all about the beat. It's all about the beat. Well, the beat ain't yours. So then, what credit is yours then? Because the beat ain't yours. You rapping 50 Cent. You rapping 50 Tyson type bars. Then what the fuck is you? Because that's what I'm saying. Then the producer's dope. We could have just left you off, and it could have been an instrumental. That's my point. We gotta respect the fucking art. The same way we gotta respect ourselves as a community, as a society. Is that when we see stupid shit and stupid people leading our people, our kids, we get, listen, you need to or tell your kids, then fuck y'all don't need to subscribe to this shit then. But for us to watch people like Kim Kardashian lead our kids to the bullshit that they're going to, getting fucking butt shots, running around here looking like goddamn aliens, looking like they got fucking kids and look like they got sacks of fucking placentas in their asses, big ass tits. Shit don't even match their body type. Shit don't even match their body type. They'll go to a different country just to get it for cheaper and get fucked over in that goddamn country. Why? Because they want to look like a Photoshop picture of Kim Kardashian. This is why I don't respect these people. It's because they will do all of this for money. Kim Kardashian to me is no different than the motherfuckers who own the Budweisers and the Marlboros. They ain't no different to me. They're death dealers. That's all they do. And they get paid to do it. They're death dealers. Listen, I respect a drug dealer on the street more than them. You know why? Because a drug dealer ain't putting it on TV where it's literally hypnotizing you. These fucking commercials, all the shit they doing, those are literally, like, why do you think they do those? Listen, people. What y'all need to understand, why do you think they advertise the way they do? It's because all it's doing is working your senses. You see a big ass, dick get hard. That's simple. You see a big ass, see some titties, even the girls like, shit, I need to look like that. Oh my God. All of them do. These are just playing with you. So there's nothing special about what they're doing or who they are. They're playing to the same fucking 5 senses that everybody got. It's just that, like I said, it's so bad now. It's to the point where these kids will you know, they'll go through heaven and hell just to look like them and act like them and get just an ounce of what they get in regards to attention. That's the sad thing about it. And now we got this bitch running around here getting people out of jail. And I guess we're supposed to respect her. Look, I don't know why she did it. I don't care. I hope she sees the bigger picture in regards to what I'm talking about. Understand who let you do it. Now, I know she knows there's white supremacy there. I know she knows this shit exists. That's why she's so goddamn famous. She knows that's what's made her get this wealthy. She's exploited our culture and at the help of white supremacy. I mean, it's just that simple. Same way in our music, same way in our sports, same way in every level of society is exploitation. Basketball, I can keep going. Football, I can keep going. You know, religion, it's all just taking and exporting and pulling all our good parts, and then you sell them shit. But instead, she pulled the good parts and injected them and cut them into herself. And then now we have this thing, you know what I'm saying? This phenomenon that has created this effect and this influence on our kids. And so, with that being said, are young people placing too much stock in plastic surgery? As a plastic surgeon, it would be hypocritical for me to say that no young people should undergo treatment. And I believe that starting a Botox regime at a young age can help prevent wrinkles in the future. But what I would recommend is that all young people understand that moderation is key. I believe that small tweaks are much better than complete overhauls. Because every person is beautiful, and treatment should complement an individual's beauty. That may work for Kim Kardashian, it may not suit another person. So, you know what I'm saying? There we go again. It's that same shit. You see how he played both sides? And the reason why he played both sides as a surgeon is because he's a surgeon. He wants to make money. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the problem with this fucking world. Is that everybody wants to put that dollar before not only other people's lives, but their integrity. You see how he said, well, as a surgeon, I can't tell you not to come in here. It will help you for the future with less wrinkles. Because everyone's beautiful anyway. But, moderation is key. Don't do it too much. You see what I'm saying? So he said, no, come in here, but just don't do it enough to where it'll fucking hurt you. Oh, and it'll get rid of your wrinkles, because wrinkles are bad, right? That's why you want to get rid of them. But you're beautiful anyway. Well, if I'm goddamn beautiful, why the fuck do you want to get rid of my wrinkles? Oh, no, it's just because it helps you in the future. Motherfucker, you just said I'm beautiful. What the fuck I need to get rid of my wrinkles for? I thought I'm beautiful. What the fuck I need to get rid of them for? Is that not what makes me goddamn beautiful? Oh, no, it's just, you just gotta come in. Just not all the time. Oh, so you can get some money, just not all the time. And then if you get a whole lot of not all the times, that shit adds up to a whole lot of money. That's the shit I'm talking about, y'all. Is that it's not even about people's health anymore. It's about you just making your fucking money. That's it. It's just about you making your Kim Kardashian, it ain't about your health. It's just about her selling whatever product that bitch is pushing. Whether it's a goddamn tannin, Botox, whatever the fuck it is. That's why that bitch is wearing it, is so you can wear it and go buy it so she can make more fucking money while you sit there broke as shit buying her $200, $300, $400 shit, and you broke as hell. You can't even afford the shit. You running around trying to look like a woman who's literally doctored up from digital and in real life. And this bitch is making billions off of you fucking idiots. Off of you fucking idiots. Bitch making billions. What else will the sheep do? What else will the sheep do? Jump. All the sheep. How high? The little sister. I don't know which one. Whatever clone fucking sister she has. The younger one. Said something about Snapchat. Said something bad about Snapchat. Snapchat stock drops. I don't like Snapchat. Everybody's like, you know what? Me neither. Fucking sheep. If LeBron said he don't like something, everybody who dribbles a basketball likes LeBron is gonna drop that shit. Nobody think for themselves. Nobody. Y'all know why they call them followers on that fucking Instagram, right? Y'all ever look at that and say, and sometimes feel stupid when you press that button? Sometimes do you not feel fucking stupid when you press that follow? I'm gonna follow them. Especially the motherfuckers ain't even following you. If you don't feel stupid, you have lost every independent thought wielding brain cell that's in your fucking brain, man. And it's in your body. It's people, we gotta start thinking for ourselves, or we won't land ourselves in this bullshit, man. We gotta start thinking for ourselves, or we won't be stuck trying to look and think like other people. But see, before thinking for yourself, you have to understand how much you have not been thinking for yourself. You have to understand how much someone else has been doing the thinking for you. Before you can even start thinking for yourself, understand how much you have not been thinking for yourself and who has been doing the thinking for you. That's what you need to figure out before anything. Before you even start making decisions. Understand who has been making your fucking decisions. Who has been telling you how to live? What has been telling you how to live? That's what you need to figure out. Because majority of y'all, you ain't doing what you want to do. You're doing what someone else wants you to do. If you don't believe me, then look at everything. Look at how you live. Look at how you dress. Look at how you walk. Look at what you eat. Look at the entertainment that you subscribe to. Look at the women or the men that you're into. Look at the places you go to. Look at those things. Every aspect of your living, of your daily life. Where does it derive from? When you wake up in the morning, you pray to a God. Who gave you that God? Who taught you that God? Has that God been good to you? Has that God always been good to your people? Or has that God been only good to the motherfuckers who gave you that God? Huh? Which one is it? The music you listen to. Who gave you that music? Did you pick that music one day and say, man, I like this music? Or you always listened to it when you were a kid? Well, then when you were a kid, you weren't pressing play or stop on any fucking tape play. Who played that music for you? Was it your mom, your dad, your uncle? Why? Who was doing your thinking? Oh, you don't date white women. Why? You don't date white women. Why? It's because you thought they did this, or someone told you a story about what. Who does your thinking? Who does your thinking for you? Before you can think for yourself, you have to understand who are you relieving. Huh? Who are you relieving? Whose post are you relieving? Why are they in your fucking head telling you how to think? Why are they around you motivating and modifying what you want to fucking think? If you look up to Kim Kardashian, ask yourself, how does this bitch make me better? If you look up to people like Donald Trump, how does this person make me better? Am I an asset to my community? Am I positive? Am I negative? Which side am I on usually when I start trying to emulate them? Am I spreading positivity or spreading negative energy when I try to emulate them? Does it help me feel positive? And where I can pay that forward when I emulate them? Do they stand for positivity or negativity when I emulate them? These are the things that if anybody idolizes, that's why you don't idolize anything at all. Because ain't shit out there that's that perfect. Ain't shit out there. That's why idolizing anything out there is a mistake, because there's nothing out there that perfect. There's nothing. Don't tell me God, because you don't know what the fuck God is. There's 15,000 versions of him. So don't tell me God. Don't tell me God. Don't tell me God. You can't even, you know, we can barely be like him or her or whatever that is. That's why don't tell me what that is, because I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what it is. There's thousands of versions of it. That's not my concern. Until it shows up, it ain't my concern. It ain't my concern. What doesn't want to be seen won't be seen. What wants to be felt will be felt. You have to understand. We have to understand, people, that just because somebody has the things that you want, it doesn't mean they are the people that you want to be. Just because somebody has the things that you want doesn't mean they are the people that you have to be. If I stick my hand in a fire, and as soon as I burn my hand, Somehow I get $1,000. Some dude hands me $1,000. That don't mean your dumb ass need to go stick your hand in that fire and do the same thing. You can go get that same money different way. You can be respectful and get money. Most successful people are not like this Trump. Even when it comes to real estate, he's not even that big of a real estate bigwig in New York. What's unfortunate is that people like him give the perception that this is how you conduct business and this is how you treat people. Is the way he conducts himself and how he conducts himself around everybody else. And so now we've had this influx of fucking racist ass Republicans running all over the country and running on this white supremacy platform of hate similar to Trump because they idolize him. So now they're running around trying to run the same campaign. And then to counter that, there's been a huge insurgence of women running for political positions in all levels. Huge insurgence of them. By the numbers, by the droves, they going in to fight back because they idolize the latter, right? Miss Hillary. They idolize that shit. So what we need to understand is that what we look up to affects us so much so is that we start turning into what we admire. Oh no. We start turning into what we idolize. Because admiring something is not the same thing. We start turning into what we idolize. We start turning into what we idolize. That's past love. That's past admiration. That's past infatuation. Past that. Round the corner, down the block. Past. So we need to understand that. If we don't, your dumb ass gonna be running around trying to get to Brazil, Puerto Rico to get some fat stuck in your ass for $5,000-$10,000 cheaper than you would get in the United States. So you can come back bragging to your friends, going to the beach with your fake ass. Not a good look. Not a good look. And then what do these women do? They jump on Instagram and they try to play the Kardashian thing where they think they can get money by posting pictures naked of themselves. Ah, shit. All y'all did was kill the porn game. That's all y'all did. That's all y'all did. The only thing y'all did was piss off Pornhub and them. That's all y'all did. Y'all just pissed off the porn people. Because you made the shit free. Easy as fuck. That's all you did. That's all you did. Of course, y'all probably gonna make some money off of them little perverted motherfuckers out there. Some of them are, yeah. But good luck. Some of these perverted motherfuckers know how to use computers. They will find your ass. They will do all sorts of shit. Send y'all monies. I'm not even send y'all money. Send y'all weird gifts and shit. Stalk you. Good luck. And then don't be fucking surprised when that happens too. When you got some weird pervert fucking following you. Like literally following you like behind you. Outside. Stalking your ass. Why? It's because he's been watching your half-naked ass on goddamn Instagram for the past 6 months. Jacking off to that shit. Hoping he gonna run into your ass. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be mad. Don't be mad because you've been literally hoeing yourself on the goddamn Instagram. And then you mad when these motherfuckers show up to your job going, hey, Big Booty Roxy 32. Big Booty Roxy 32. I told you I'm going to see you, boo. I'm here. Don't be mad when that motherfucker pop up like that. Don't be mad. Because y'all want to run around and hoe yourselves off. Because you think you're sexy, half naked as fuck on the goddamn Instagram. And then you sell DM me for more. Y'all, I'm so tired of that shit. Y'all coming into my fucking DM asking me. If I wanted your picture, I'll fucking ask for it. You ain't got to offer the shit to me. If I want it, I'm gonna ask for it. God damn it. I'm not gonna say you ain't got to tell me what the fuck I need. What I can get from you. That shit never made sense to me. You half naked as hell, fine as fuck, and you gonna tell me, hey, by the way, if you just hit this link, you can get all the pictures you want. Fuck out of here. Weirdo. Fine ass weirdo. Back to it, sorry. Still, shit pisses me off. It pisses me off for real. It's like when I see him now, I'm like, God, fine ass. It pisses me. I'm like, you fine ass, I hate you. Get out of here. You get your ass up out of here, man. Lazy ass. Go get a job. You want to run around and just show pictures of your ass all fucking day. Shit is, I swear to God, man, people are whack. Don't get me wrong, I like seeing it, but like I said, that shit is whack. You think that's how you gonna make money all day. That shit's stupid as fuck. And you a hoe, bitch. You a hoe. Don't get mad when somebody call you a hoe, bitch. You a hoe. You a hoe. So, quick bullet points. Kim Kardashian West visited the White House on Wednesday to ask President Donald Trump to grant clemency for Alice Marie Johnson. Johnson, 63, is serving a life sentence without parole for non-violent drug offenses. Kardashian West took an interest in her case late last year. Now, excuse me. Johnson told Business Insider that her 63-year-old Johnson told Business Insider that her 63rd birthday was Wednesday and that she hoped Donald Trump would grant her clemency. The biggest present I've ever received in my life. She also said that she has been walking around in the days and recent weeks praying that Trump will make an announcement soon. After weeks of negotiations with senior White House officials, Kim Kardashian West visited President Donald Trump in the Oval Office on Wednesday with a simple request: free a 63-year-old grandmother from prison. The visit came after the reality TV star and mogul brought her plea to Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law, in April. Their hope is that Trump will grant clemency to Alice Marie Johnson, possibly by commuting her sentence. Johnson is serving a life sentence without parole for first-time nonviolent drug offenses she committed in the 1990s. Her case has for years received nationwide media attention, and it happened to capture the interest of Kardashian West in October. Johnson told Business Insider on Wednesday that it was her birthday, and she was hoping Trump would grant her the ultimate gift. So, so got this lady out. Like I said, man, to me, I just doesn't. I'm glad this lady's out, but it don't mean. It just don't mean shit to me because there's a lot more people out there suffering, and even at that, how she got out is what sits uncomfortable with me. Uncomfortable with me. And then this is why I understand why that she was able to make this happen is because of this. It's because he gave up his card. Look at him. Look at him. Motherfucker gave his card up. Look at him. You know, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. So Kim couldn't have said this to her husband, going, "Yo, husband, check this out. There's this lady I looked up. I think she need to get out of jail." And Kanye couldn't go in the office with her. No, because it wasn't his idea. It was her idea. Yeah, because Kanye ain't thinking about that shit. He doing this right here. He too busy cooning like a motherfucker. What's up, yeah? Look, I'm not saying don't be friends with white people, man. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that you can't talk this weird shit and then wear these. You can't talk all that shit and wear a hat that says that, and then a month or two later, your wife gets someone out of prison because you done said some wild shit a month or two before. I almost feel like this is what Kanye thinks of himself. That's what I almost feel like. The only reason why I feel Kanye thinks of himself that way is because That's the only way that you could say this stupid shit. That's the only way you could say that 400 years of slavery. It's not even just 400 years. Actually, 2,000, at the least 2,000 years of slavery is a choice. You know, he has to honestly feel. The only way you could say that is if you have that in you. And when I say have that European, if you have that European, you know, it's like that's like a rapist saying the person that they raped had a choice. That's basically what my point is. I don't understand how this man could ever. It's obvious that Kanye West doesn't read books, and that goes back to what I was telling y'all. Let me talk to y'all. That goes back to what I was telling y'all in regards to idolizing people who just have money, and you know, because you don't know how fucking smart or how dumb they are. Just because you got money don't mean you smart. Just because you got money don't mean you smart. Let me give you a good example. There's a lot of basketball players out there who can play basketball. But then you get them off that basketball court, the motherfuckers turn into goddamn kids, and they're idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're saying. Boxers, football players. There's a lot of people just period. They can do one thing great and make a bunch of money doing it. Besides that, you take them away from that thing that makes them a bunch of money, they're fucking idiots. There's a lot of people like that. So just because you see somebody that has a bunch of money, do not assume that they're smart. Just assume that they have a strategy of making money and a good strategy of making money. You don't have to be a fucking genius to make a bunch of money. A lot of fucking idiots are, number one, born into it. Let's get that clear. A lot of idiots you see running around with money, they didn't even generate it. They were born into it. They're just related to the money. It's in their blood, right? So that wipes out like 70% of motherfuckers. The other 20% or 30%, I was gonna save the 10 for something else. The other 20%, if they are hardworking, these are hardworking, diligent people, right? And are very sharp in whatever their forte is in. But like I said, just because somebody can even fly a fucking plane, it don't mean that this motherfucker can go into a room with a bunch of women and walk out with one. Don't mean he can talk to a white woman, a black woman, and a Mexican woman. It don't mean there's a lot of things that motherfucker can't do. Just because he can fly a plane, it does not mean he can break up an altercation by knowing how to relate to two different cultures of people. He doesn't know how to break the ice when he sees something that is uneasy and it's about to snowball into a maybe even a violent event. But he doesn't have the common sense to peep out. He doesn't know how to read body language. He'll get his ass whooped real quick. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that just because somebody got a lot of money don't mean that they're fucking. You got to be like, man, I want their brain. There might not be anything in that fucking brain, let alone anything that you want. Just because somebody can rap doesn't mean they're a fucking genius. Just because somebody can. What does Kim Kardashian do? Put on makeup. Just because somebody can put on makeup doesn't mean they're a genius. I don't know what the bitch does. I get what she produces shit. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck the bitch does, but sell her body. Like, just because a bitch can hold real good doesn't mean she's a genius. Oh shit. Oh man. I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything. All I'm thinking of is like it's all sexual shit. It's like bathing suits, like lotions, ass shits, and titties. It's like that's all she sells is things for half nakedness. I can't. Does she sell books? It's probably books about the Kardashian show. I'll look it up. I'll check. But I doubt she doesn't have, like, there's a Kardashian periodic table for kids to put on her refrigerator. I doubt she got a Lego set, a Kardashian Lego set where they can build a salon instead of fucking getting injections in it. Anyway, Kanye, to to stoop to that level. I'm gonna get back to the article, but before I do, to stoop to a level of, like I said, trying to get us. See, that's the thing, guys. That's why you have to understand is that's why a lot of people, like these celebrities, they click up with these companies, and they cross promote type shit, where a company will call Kanye and go, hey, we need you to help us push this. We pay you. So whether he supports it or not, he's gonna tell you to go support it just because he's getting paid for it. That's what you need to understand, is that these people don't give a fuck about you. So whatever they're telling you to sign up for, more than likely, it's going to benefit them more than it benefits you. And more than likely, sometimes too, it's something they might not even fucking rock with. You never know. You know how many celebrities go, yeah, drink Coca-Cola, and they don't drink soda, period. They don't even drink soda. You know how motherfuckers tell you to go eat a certain type of fucking salsa, and the motherfuckers like, I fucking hate that salsa. I don't eat that shit. They'll tell you to go drink a certain type of beer, and they don't even drink that shit. They hate it. There's a lot of shit these people will do because you know why they do that? Because they know how stupid you are. That's why. It's because they know how much you're going to follow. How much you're going to go, oh man, I like this with it. Because you see someone else doing it and you think they're cool. So you want to be like them. Right? And this idolizing thing, it starts at a very young age. I remember growing up seeing people, older guys, where I'd be like, damn, I wish I was cool like them. So I try to act like them and move like them and do things. But that's what I'm saying. That's why it's like, in retrospect, you can really learn a lot from yourself and from the things that you run into in regards to it. It's going, God damn, like, that was past admiring him. That was past liking him and going, man, you a cool guy. I'm sitting there going, man, I want to be just like that motherfucker. When you're a kid, because all that, you don't understand it. So that's my point, is that even when I was a teenager, like I told y'all earlier, even when I was a teenager, I idolized Tupac. Now I know. Not only was that dangerous, but it slowed down my actual progression. Idolizing people slows down your actual progression. Idolizing people will slow down your actual progression. While you trying to be the best thing you can be, while you too busy looking at what someone else is doing, and they're being the best that they can be, and it's all doctored up too, and you want to compare yourself to that, that ain't helping your destination and the space between you and your destination. If anything, it increases the space between you and your destination. It's because you're too busy watching somebody else trying to jump on their lane, when you should be standing in your lane and progressing. So all you rappers, all you singers, but all you rappers specifically who be trying to sound like Migos, who be trying to sound like this dude and sound like this dude, understand when that era, that trend is over, so are you. So are you. Now you got to start all over again and learn yourself. When you could have been learning yourself this whole time while you trying to be like other people. You got to understand that. You got to understand that even in life, while you too busy trying to be like other people, you could be actually learning who the fuck you are and pulling out all the good parts of who the fuck you are. There's nothing wrong to learn and take from people, right? By admiring them. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's only admiring them. And you are taking attributes from them, right? You're going, man, I love how you can do this. I'm going to start doing that too. Not just because you like how they do something, now you go, I want to be like you. I'm going to be you. I'm not even gonna say be like. You want to be them, because after a while, motherfuckers start dressing like each other. Slowly somebody will start. Man, I like that shirt. Like, man, why you like my shirt? I'm just playing. I don't mind if somebody says they like my shirt. I don't mean they gotta start dressing like me. But like I said, when somebody's trying to be like you, you'll feel it. You'll feel them start acting, doing things where you're going, oh, that's what the fuck I do. That's what the fuck I say. I always say that. Why is you saying that now? You need to get your own saying. You see what I'm saying? But I don't mind when people try to steal my attributes. It's a compliment. I don't mind at all. You ain't got to steal them from me. You can just tell me. You can just tell me like, yo, I'm gonna borrow that, bro. I'm gonna borrow that. I don't mind at all because, like I said, to me, it's a compliment. It's going, look, there's something about you that I like, and I need to practice too. And I feel like it'll make me feel as great as you feel, or as you look like you feel. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, instead of people just being that honest with you and growing and building with you, they're gonna mug you. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this? Right? Instead of just going, man, I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing, I need to take notes. They're gonna be like, man, fuck them. Fuck, are they? Why are they here? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, when people press you, when people mug you, they don't like you. It's because they actually do like you, and they don't want to admit that to themselves. A lot of times, it intimidates them. Man, who the fuck is this dude coming in here all proper? You know what I'm saying? Like he conducting himself. When I say proper, I'm talking about put together. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not European proper. I'm talking about put together. Motherfucker knows what he wants as soon as he step in that goddamn door. You can tell a motherfucker knows what they want and why they're here. If you don't know, you want to find out. You see, a lot of times when something like that comes in the room, instead of respecting that energy, people want to disrespect it. Why? It's because they're mad that they don't walk around with that energy. And they don't know how to even get there. How do I even get there? Fuck trying to figure it out. I'm just going to hate it. A lot of times, more than you think, that's what the problem is. You would be surprised how many times that's all it is. It's just somebody who's insecure with themselves. But people, we need to understand that we have to think, feel, and do more for you. And that's how you progress. That's how you move forward in life. That's how you create sequence. You learn. That's how. Is you have to make the mistakes. You have to make the decisions. You, not fucking Kim Kardashian telling you what the fuck to be doing, or how to dress, how to act. It's all up to you. But then what we as a society we tend to do is we will literally pay people like Kim Kardashian to do all our thinking for us. We're paying this woman. Tell us what to wear. Tell us how to talk. Tell us who to be with. Tell us how to look. We pay these people as if they know it. And y'all know damn well that these motherfuckers don't know shit. Let alone know shit. Let alone know shit. These motherfuckers they're fake. They don't look like you and me. They're all cut up. They got hundreds and thousands of dollars of work while you going to the gym every goddamn day trying to look like Kim Kardashian. You don't know this bitch goes to the gym only for the video, which is 10, 15 minutes, and then she's done. And then she goes to the goddamn lab and they cut her open and trim the fat. You don't know that. But you run around busting your ass, damn near about to get a hernia. It's sad, man. It really is sad. It really is sad. So I'm not going to go too deep in this idiot. I'm really not. We know what he said. But now, like I said, the perception is because this man feels like this inside now. Because that's the only way you could say some stupid shit like that, as if that was a choice. And then another reason why is because, the reason why I'm saying that it's a perception of Europeans is because This guy, this is what the president thinks right here. Trump thinks only black people are on welfare, but really white Americans receive most benefits. This is a statement that most white Americans, they think the exact same way. Yes, that's a very, very strong assumption, but I feel justified in it because white supremacy alone, um, that's a lot of white people. There's a small percentage of white people who are um, like-minded in regards to coexistence. That's a small percentage, unfortunately. And so, to make a long story short, this Trump thinks only black people are on welfare, but really white Americans, this is what they believe. Majority of white folk, this is what they believe. Majority of white people believe only black people are on welfare, or majority of black people on welfare. It's majority of people on welfare are black people. That's what a lot of white Americans think. They think black people are the ones that are majority on welfare, and that is the same perception as this. Kanye West saying 400 years was 400 years of slavery was a choice. This only black people are on welfare is the same perception as more than likely these two guys sitting next to Kanye. If not, that hat he represents. That's what this represents right here. That hat he represents, the Make America Great Again hat represents this perception that only black people are on welfare. Because there's a lot of people out there who are idiots and assume that not only are only just black people on welfare, but black people are always ripping off welfare and making all this money, having kids on welfare, when they don't realize that actually white Americans receive the most benefits from healthcare. I mean from welfare. And so let's go into it. So President Donald Trump was apparently unaware that not all, in fact, the vast majority of welfare beneficiaries are not black as recently as last March, according to a new report. In the spring of 2017, the newly elected president met with members of the Congressional Black Caucus. During that meeting, one of the members mentioned to Trump that welfare reform would be detrimental to her constituents, adding, not all of whom are black, according to NBC News. The president was incredulous. Really? Then what are they? Statistically speaking, they were probably white. See this brilliant guy, this brilliant guy y'all see right here. He doesn't realize that the majority of people that look like him are the ones on welfare, because he assumes we're the ones that are borrowing and needing assistance, even though we're not. In fact, whites are the biggest beneficiaries when it comes to government safety net programs like the temporary assistance for needy families, commonly referred to as welfare. White people without a college degree ages 18 to 64 are the largest class of adults lifted out of poverty. I'm going to say that again. White people without a college degree ages 18 to 64 are the largest class of adults lifted out of poverty by such programs. According to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, the think tank's 2017 report stated that 6.2 million working age whites were lifted above the poverty line in 2014 compared to 2.8 million and 2.4 million Hispanics. I'm going to read that again. 2017 report stated that 6.2 million working age whites were lifted above the poverty line in 2014 compared to 2.8 million blacks and 2.4 million Hispanics. Okay. When it comes to Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, the initiative formerly known as food stamps, the numbers look similar. Just over 40% of SNAP recipients are white. Another 25.7% are black, 10.3% are Hispanic, 21% are Asian, and 1.2% are Native American, according to the 2015 Department of Agriculture report. Despite Trump's newly gleaned information, welfare reform remains one of the top goals in 2018. So, news of Trump's welfare comment arrived as he's dealing with the backlash reporting, calling African countries a shithole during a bipartisan meeting on immigration. Trump has denied using such language. Well, we know that that's a motherfucking lie because we know that's all he does is lie. So, and even I'll be real quick and I'll get back to the subject at hand. But even him calling African countries shitholes, they're shitholes after you motherfuckers have raped and fucking ravaged the land and the people. You pieces of shit have taken every piece of natural resource and have exploited them from every fucking part of Africa, and then you put people back over there and then put them and then use your white supremacy to put them in power by creating presidents and parliaments over there, where they're governments that still use your ideology. So my point is that the motherfuckers, that's like I said, that's like a fucking a rapist looking at the person they raped and calling them ugly after they done raped and beat the shit out of them. Like that's exactly that. You know what I'm saying? That's the same shit to me. So the reason why any African country or Caribbean country looks like any type of poverty line or looks, if someone wants to say they look like shit, fine, you can say that. But know why it looks like shit. It's because of Europeans that have come in there and fucking ravaged the whole goddamn place. Let's not get it twisted. So, when it comes to this fucking comment right here, it's obvious that Kanye West doesn't read much. And by the way, I have a reply to Kanye West, Yay versus America, whatever the fuck, Yay versus the people, whatever it is, Yay versus the people. I do have a rebuttal to that, you know what I'm saying? So y'all check that link out. I'm gonna put it underneath the video in regards to what I think, and I'm using his beat. I'm talking to him, but I doubt he'll ever listen to this. But one thing's for sure is that the man don't read, man. I thought the man was educated, and I heard his mother was some kind of history teacher too. So it amazes me that he doesn't know that 400 years, a lot happened. A lot happened in 400 years, and not only did a lot happen in 400 years, but a lot happened that contradicts what the fuck he's saying. And so for him to not to know that, and him being dark skinned, it's just disappointing. And it shows more to his lack of knowledge of who he is and what he actually represents. He's been running around here all these years representing us and not even knowing anything about us, let alone what the fuck happened to him and his family and his descendants for the past 400 years. And then claiming it as choice in regards to what happened to them. Their choice, that is. So I'm not going to go into this stupid ass. This is enough for me, is that he thinks that slavery was a choice for 400 years. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and hit him with some fucking facts and when people either had to make choices or didn't. Number one, what people need to understand is that slavery wasn't a choice due to people like Willie Lynch. And if you don't know who Willie Lynch is, you need to look him up. But I hope he's, if there is a hell, I hope that motherfucker choking on some, on 100 dicks over there. You know what I'm saying? I hope he choking on 100 dicks in hell. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that motherfucker cooking over there, if there is a hell. So, what dumb people like fucking Kanye West don't understand is, and all you followers that follow Kanye West who are just as dumb, and then the ones who are woke, thank you and I appreciate your time. But the ones who are fucking idiots, pay attention, dumb shits. Willie Lynch letter, The Making of a Slave. What y'all need to understand is that Willie Lynch came out with the Willie Lynch handbook. And I'm going to explain to you what the fuck that means. This speech was said to have been delivered by Willie Lynch on the bank of the James River in the colony of Virginia in 1712. Lynch was a British slave owner in the West Indies. He was invited to the colony of Virginia in 1712 to teach his methods to slave owners there. Greetings, gentlemen. I greet you here on the bank of the James River. in the year of our Lord 1712. It's crazy. These motherfuckers own slaves and they got lords and gods and shit. Like it's just it blows my mind how people can condone slavery. And he's about to give this letter. He's about to talk, and he's talking about in the year of our Lord. That shit's crazy. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve some of your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program is implemented. You see what I'm saying? That's who they idolize. That's who they want to be like. Is ancient Rome. As our boat sailed south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and the rope on occasions. I caught the whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings. Slaves are running away. Your crops are sometimes left into the fields too long for maximum profit. You suffer occasional fires. Your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are. I do not need to elaborate. I'm not here to enumerate your problems. I'm here to introduce you to a method of solving them. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it's there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, sizes of plantation, statuses on plantations, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Hence, we call each other fucking niggas, you. I swear to God, motherfuckers are so stupid. That's why y'all call each other niggas, man. It's because these motherfuckers have put it in you where they even said themselves that it shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating. The old fucking racist white dude ain't got to call you a nigga no more because you running around calling yourself that. It said it will be refueling and self-generating for maybe hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male. The young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves. And the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male. And the male versus the female. You must always have white servants and overseers. Distrust all blacks. But it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's make a slave. It was the interest and business of slaveholders to study human nature, and the slave nature in particular, with a view to practical results. I and many of them attained astonishing proficiency in this direction. They had to deal not with earth, wood, and stone, but with men, and by every regard they had for their own safety and prosperity, they needed to know the material on which they were to work. Conscious of the injustice and wrong they were every hour perpetuating, and knowing what themselves would do, Frederick Douglass' Let's Make a Slave is a study of the scientific process of a man breaking of man breaking and slave making. It describes the rationale and results of the Anglo-Saxons' ideas and methods of ensuring the master-slave relationship. Hmm. You know, it's hard sometimes to read shit like that. It don't make me sad, it make me angry as fuck. It makes me angry as fuck. When I read that there were pieces of shit out in this world like that, that before they even spoke, they would give praise to a God that allows them to treat other human beings that way. What type of God do you worship that permits you, that you think permits you, vice versa? The sickness in that perception alone is beyond me. But to spend countless hours on testing the validity of these strategies is what I can't stop thinking about. The countless women, children, men, fathers, mothers, sisters, cousins that were tortured for these fucking devils to conclude their book of fucking evil on how to create a slave. And you wonder, you don't even wonder, and you think calling each other a nigger, you think you doing that. Y'all think you think you're going, yeah, that's because that's what we want to do. That's like me calling you stupid that's like me calling you stupid, right? And then later on you change it, you put an O at the end, you go stupido. I ain't stupid no more, I'm stupido. And then you ignore the fact that I'm the one that started calling you stupid to fucking begin with. How stupid are you? You're back to being stupid. You ain't left stupid. You stuck on stupid. You stuck on it. You stuck on it so bad you forgot I named you that shit, you stupid fuck. Y'all need to understand. If you are not doing your thinking, You need to figure out real quick who's been doing it for you. You need to figure out real quick. So, Kanye West, dumbass, said it was a choice, right? All right. Well, how about the Haitian Revolution? Was that them wanting to be slaves, or was that them choosing to rebel? The Haitian Revolution was a successful anti-slavery and anti-colonial insurrection by self-liberated slaves against French colonial rule in Saint Domingo, now the sovereign nation of Haiti. It began on 22nd August 1791 at 8 o'clock and ended in 1804 with the former colony's independence. It involved blacks, mulattoes, French, Spanish, and British participants, with the ex-slaves Toussaint Louverture emerging as Haiti's most charismatic hero. Was that a choice? Dumb shit, Kanye? Was that a choice? I thought it was a choice. Did it not have a choice? It wasn't a choice. What do you think? Dumb shit, Conway? Or Kanye? Whatever the fuck your name is, Kanye? I don't want to get it mixed up with my homeboy. Anyway, Nat Turner, slave rebellion. This is what happens when people don't read, Kanye. This is what happens. You out there spewing dumb shit. Nat Turner's Rebellion, also known as the Southampton Insurrection, was a slave rebellion that took place in Southampton County. Was a slave rebellion that took place in Southampton County, Virginia, during August 1831, led by Nat Turner. Rebel slaves killed from 55 to 65 people, at least 51 being white. The rebellion was put down within a few days, but Turner survived in hiding for more than 2 months afterwards. The rebellion was effectively suppressed at Belmont Plantation on the morning of August 23rd. There was a widespread fear in the aftermath of the rebellion, and white militias organized in retaliation against the slaves. The state executed 56 slaves accused of being part of the rebellion. In the frenzy, many non-participant slaves were punished. Approximately 120 slaves and free African Americans were murdered by militias and mobs in the area. Across the South, state legislators passed new laws prohibiting the education of slaves and free black people. So even when people were free, across the South, state legislatures passed laws prohibiting black people from learning. And motherfuckers want to say, well, y'all been free, y'all could do what you want. No, motherfuckers couldn't. Restricting rights of assembly and other civil rights for free black people, and requiring white ministers to be present at all worship services. So that's a choice, Kanye. That's a goddamn choice. What about the 1811 German Coast Uprising? There was a revolt of black slaves in part of the territory of Orleans on January 8th through 10th in 1811. The uprising occurred on the east bank of the Mississippi River in what is now St. John the Baptist and St. Charles parishes in Louisiana. While the slave insurgency was the largest in U.S. history, the rebels killed only 2 white men. Confrontations with militia and executions after the trial killed 95 black men. Just like I said, the Nat Turner one killed over 120 fucking black people died, didn't even do shit. And this one, 95 died. So was this all a choice? Dumb shit, Kanye? What about the Stono Rebellion? The Stono Rebellion was a slave rebellion that began on 9th September 1739 in the colony of South Carolina. It was the largest slave uprising in the British mainland's colony, with 25 white people and 35 to 50 black people killed. The uprising was led by native Africans who were likely from the Central African Kingdom of the Congo, as some of the rebels spoke Portuguese. So were these choices? Motherfucker, you stupid fuck. Motherfuckers is out there banging every time, every chance they had, you dumb shit, Kanye. Motherfuckers is out there trying to get it every time they fucking could. While your rich faggot ass sitting there looking fat as fuck. While your rich faggot ass sitting there looking fat as fuck, talking all that shit. I can understand your fat ass saying that dumb shit. Look at you. I can see you saying that. Well, it was a choice. Why didn't they just get up and just walk away? Like your fat ass could right here in this picture. Motherfuckers did try to get up and walk away. They did. and they died for it, and everyone around them died for it, and then people were dying for it for years on end, even after that fact. You stupid fuck. I know I don't know you, but you dumb as fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck how cool your songs are. See, I make music, so I know that just because I can put a bunch of words together doesn't mean I'm smart and I'm a good fucking person and I mean well. I know that. See, I just exude that. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between you and me. Is that yeah, I can rap too, but I can also speak some real shit. And if I ain't speaking that real shit, I'ma check myself. You know why? Because it ain't gonna come out of my fucking mouth. It ain't gonna come out of my mouth. If I ain't verified to myself and looked it up, it's not coming out of my mouth. It's not coming out of my mouth. But yo, dumbass, that's what I'm saying. You dumb enough now to just diarrhea the mouth. Just let it all out. You went and drank some goddamn milk and magnesia and got to run in your fucking mouth. Slavery was a fucking choice. You have to be in a different perception and stance to even entertain that thought. You were holding the whip when you entertained that thought. You are the one married to and have kids with a white lady now, which is why you hold that thought. It's because you do not think like a dark-skinned man no more, let alone one who is a survivor of slavery. You don't think, you're thinking now as a rich, comfortable, dark-skinned man in white supremacy. That's how you think now. For you to even entertain the thought that someone who was kidnapped, someone who's been raped, that was a choice. You are now in the perception of the person who does the rape. You are now siding with the motherfucker who does the rape. Because there is no ounce of you, especially if you're the victim, to ever try to empathize with your victimizer, with your aggressor. That don't work. That's like water trying to empathize with fire. It don't work. It'll never work. Because some shit just don't go together. Love and hate, it's either you one or the other. Can't be both. Right, wrong, that shit don't go together. You can't be both. White supremacy, no white supremacy, gotta only have one. We gotta understand that we picking a side. We are picking a side. I'm not saying I'm any innocent. I'm innocent or I'm better or nothing. There's nothing better about me. I just know what position I'm playing. I know where I'm trying to get to. I know that. And where I'm trying to get to is clean, is respectable. The information that I'm sharing is not to sway you. It's to tell you. I'm not trying to convince you of nothing. I'm telling you what's going on. It's either you see it and understand it, agree, or you don't. And it's either you agree and change with what's going on and how we fix it, or you don't. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to fucking get you on my side. If you're on that side, stay on that side. Just make sure you know what side you're on. It's that simple with me. So I don't give a fuck about all that other bullshit. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here for your likes. I'm not here for your subscriptions. I'm here to speak my truth. And if you vibe with that truth, you with it. That's it. And it's that time. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's that time. That's why we're in the place that we are, ladies and gentlemen. Is that because people need to start making decisions. People need to start thinking for themselves. Until then, somebody will be doing the thinking for you. So with that being said, I'm hungry. I'm about to go get something to eat. I'll be back. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna leave a link for that. Excuse me. I'm gonna leave a link for that Kanye song that I did. Whatever. I'll leave it under the video. Appreciate your time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mess. All you can do is, like I said, in regards to this video, yo, think for yourself, people. If you want to think for yourself, understand who's been doing the thinking for you thus far. All right? So peace. That's all I got for you.